Phase 2 is inevitably coming soon, and no doubt you've seen some of the changes that are coming, maybe specifically the ones to your class, but in this video we're going to talk about all the things you should do to prepare for Phase 2 so you stay ahead of the pack. Come on, we all know it, we're min-maxing junkies. First thing you want to do, and I think it's self-explanatory, is get all of your runes throughout Season of Discovery all the way up to level 60 and throughout all the phases. We're going to be using different runes. For me personally, I wanted my PvP runes like Quick Draw and Between the Eyes, and I wanted my tank runes like Blade Dance, Flesh Wound, and Main Gauche. Other than that, I got some by accident, and that'll happen. You'll get them while leveling, but you can go check out the guides for those specific runes. The harder rune quests like the Azeroth Commerce Rep Farm or the Grisby Rune Quest Chain and Ratchet, I have full video guides for those on the channel, so go get your runes. Next to that, and I think it's only right to talk about it because we're in the same damn window, is your gear. Get your gear situated. This isn't extremely important as, well, once you start getting level 28, 29, 30 greens and beyond, I mean the level cap is being raised to 40, they're going to become irrelevant, so that's just for those people that are min-maxing at 25, but get the gear that you're happy with. One of the most important things while we have all of this free time waiting for phases to change, to farm out, is your reputation. The two that you want is honored in your, for Alliance, it's Azeroth Commerce Authority. These are the waylaid supplies people, you can find them in Stormwind. You want to make sure that you get honored with them. I believe they've lowered some of the requirements to friendly, but this reputation is going to carry throughout Season of Discovery. I'm sure when Phase 2 comes out, this is going to get raised to revered, and hey, we're going to have to farm all over again. That's something I've actually started doing, is completing waylaid supplies into waylaid shipments every time I go out, come back in, and I just put them in my bank. That way, when Phase 2 starts, I just go to my bank, turn them all in, screw the rep, I don't have to worry about farming it at level 40. That's the hope at least. It's possible that these supply shipments are going to have much less of a reward, and I'm going to have to farm the level 40 crates. I'd say that's actually probable, but we're trying to get a head start on it regardless. But these people sell a lot of runes, a lot of different things, including a 12-slot bag for a little over a gold, which is amazing. Now, the other reputation you want to farm is the Silverwing Sentinels. This is the Warsong Gulch Ashenvale PvP because they have some amazing gear. The Protector's Band is a great ring. You have the Sentinel's Medallion, which is an awesome necklace. Of course, you have runes, which go in the trinket slot. There's a lot of things that you can get through that rep, including the Ashenvale PvP mount. Now, we don't know yet if the PvP mounts are going to work in all world PvP areas. Let's say the next world PvP area, as it's rumored to be, is Stranglethorn Vale. Can we use our Silverwing Sentinel rep mount inside of Stranglethorn Vale? If so, that's a complete game changer. The next thing you want to do is start filling up your quest log. You have 20 open slots, and you can just go and get all of the quest items, go do all of the killing, do whatever you need for the quests, and just leave them completed in your bag, or in your quest log rather. All the quest items in your bag, you can just throw them in your bank, wait for Phase 2, and hey, the morning of launch date, you can turn on all these quests, and you'll just be level 26, maybe level 27, instantly. You'll just be 2 levels ahead. You won't have to worry about everyone farming out the areas that you're trying to quest in, and you're just a little bit happier. So that's what I'm working on right now, is going through and filling out, getting a full 20 quest log of completed quests, and then as soon as that turns into Phase 2, we go turn them all in. We have a massive boost in XP and gold, and we're ahead of the crowd. Now, with the release of Phase 2, the level cap is being raised to 40, and that means one thing for me. Seriously, this is all that's in my head. I get a mount. I get a mount that I can ride around the world. No more walking. Yes, I'm a rogue. Yes, I have sprint. Yes, that's pretty freaking cool, but having a mount, we found our words. Having a mount is just amazing. Every time you're leveling, no matter what style of WoW you're playing, you want to get a mount. And this isn't retail. I don't have my little chauffeur, and I cry every time about it. But at level 40 for 100 gold, we're going to be able to get our mounts. It's awesome. Paladins, Warlocks, you get a free mount. Go screw yourself. we got to spend a bunch of gold for it. But that's okay because we have a ton of time to prepare because the next phase probably won't be out for another 3 to 4 weeks, possibly late January, which means we have some seriously good time to farm up the gold. One thing you want to make sure is you're not spending all of your gold. Spending 120 gold on a mantle or 100 gold on Trollbane leggings, probably not what you want to do, as that gear is going to be irrelevant fairly quickly. You want to save that, send it to a bank alt, make sure when phase 2 rolls around you have about 100 gold saved up, or maybe at least 60, because you're going to get some decent gold while questing up to 40, but you want to make sure when you hit 40, you can just go buy your mount and you don't have to worry about it. You may have noticed there's vendors in main cities for honor. Once you get the sergeant rank, which is the rank that it's capped at right now for phase 1, you can buy things like the sergeant's cloak, which is basically a seal of Rin that goes in the back slot. Super awesome, +4 to all stats, 24 armor, looks pretty cool as well. Don't think it needs to be said how to get honor, but if anyone's absolutely brand new to the game, every time you defeat a player in PvP, you get an HK or an honorable kill. Depending on their rank 1 through rank 3, you'll get a varying level of honor points. If you press C to open your character menu, go to the honor tab on the bottom, you can see how much honor you got last week and then how many honorable kills you have lifetime, as well as your rank. Going to the vendor will show you what you can buy for that rank on the bottom of the item. As you can see, this requires sergeant. A lot of this is bugged. When you reach your rank, buy your item, make sure you log out, log back in, and then you can equip it. One thing that I've been doing is going to the higher level areas and doing some death runs to the hidden or secret vendors so I can get the recipes that I need before they're flooded with 100,000 people swarming the area. Good example of this is the hidden alchemist vendor in the top of Alterac Mountains. Once every 30 to 60 minutes, he will spawn with one frost oil recipe. That's right, just one, 25 silver. You can auction house it right now for about 5 gold or just hold on to it. Now, there's a bunch of these hidden vendors all around the world, some for Horde, some for Alliance, like this little Horde guy that's sitting on the very top right of Hillsbrad Foothills in a corner that sells some leatherworking stuff and secret leatherworking recipes for those Horde people. First time I came up to him, I didn't know he was Horde only, so yeah, that was +1 to the death run counter. There's a ton of those little guys hiding all around the world. If you want me to do a dedicated video on all the hidden and secret vendors in WoW SOD, you can leave a comment and I'll do that for you. Last but not least is leveling any alts you want to level. We do have probably at least a month before phase 2 releases, so you can get as many alts as you want or as you can as time permits up to that level 25 and get all the runes to make the up to level 60 journey that much easier. As you can see, this is something that I've seriously been slacking on, and this is probably next on the list for me. Got all my runes, got all my gear, have all of my reputations up, and I'm fairly set on gold to get my mounts at 40. So leveling alts is what I'm going to be doing next. Of course, I originally started out with the rogue. I think now I'm going either mage or warlock, but let me know, what are you leveling as your main? What are you leveling as your next alts? And how are you enjoying SOD? Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you leave a like and I hope you subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.